Starting compression for the OG Fallout 1200.
Alright guys, tonight we did first review. Tonight was a Fallout. This is 2018. This is a super stiff, so 4,500 handle. It's a lot of swings on this thing. 1,300 I think I tested that when I did it. So 26 ounce. First one to swing this.
Before I start this recap, I want to let everybody know, just to take into perspective, I had about 24 people hit me up earlier today about this specific bat, that they wanted to see what it was about, and they were really interested in how it goes down. Now, that being said, it has a really small sweet spot, in my opinion. I started to focus more on swinging to find it instead of swinging to swing, right? I couldn't take big daddy hacks because I felt like the miss hits were really bad. The sweet spot was kind of rewarding. You'll see some numbers up there that they're pretty decent numbers. However, very tiny sweet spot. I don't really have much else to say, because when you have a bat with a small sweet spot, like, it just is what it is. It's an all or nothing bat, essentially. So everybody that wrote to me earlier, I'm probably not going to write to all of y'all, but this is what it is. I would never buy this bat. I'm not a fan of this bat. I didn't like it at all. And it sucks because I was anticipating it. It looks pretty cool, but it just didn't do it for me.
That sounded pretty good.
103.1?
103.1 will work.
That'll work.
What was that one?
99.5. $96.
Small sweet spot. Man, it is hard to find. With this many swings, testing it what it does, but when you hit it, the ball comes off. It reminded me of like the old Ultra 2s. The sweet spot was this big, but when you hit it, the ball explodes off it. And you don't expect that out of a bat with this many swings. Web to hell, there's webbing everywhere. I hit 103 with it. I mean, I hit it hard. Everything else was like 90s. That was it. One swing where I caught the sweet spot perfect. I would never swing this, not in a million years. It's just not good enough up and down the barrel to be able to work line to line. You can't really hit with it on a regular basis. All or nothing. All or nothing.
98 for an out.
Wow. 96, 97. It sounded like murder.
It sounded like 104.
Yeah.
$96.
We hit 90 already? I gotta restart it.
Snooky?
Yeah, 26 ounce. Swing's a lot lighter than that, I would say. So, I guess for most people it's an easy swinger. Yeah, the consistency just wasn't there for me either. I think for all of us, you're going to see one little outlier, and then a couple numbers that are, decent but subpar for what we're used to swinging. Other than that, I'm just going to be repeating what they say. Was not a huge fan of it. For a 13-inch barrel, I think it is, the sweet spot was just way too small. So for that reason, I would not game it. Wouldn't even make the bag. I wouldn't even look at a YouTube video of it, to be completely honest with you. So that's it.
That's about all I can get.
I used to game this bat, and it used to hit okay. And I had guys on my team that would use this super stiff handle, so it's up my alley. We use this and it hit okay. This was probably before we had other bats to swing, so I was really I had put in a swing this thing in a couple of years, so I was kind of a little geared up to swing this, and I was excited coming into it. I thought this would be one of the monsters that would do the best for us, so I was a little excited, maybe a little overhyped, but it wasn't terrible for me. I'll have to look at the numbers again and see it. I mean, I put everything I had in some of these swings, and I don't know what I topped out at, 90? I don't even know, but I couldn't get any more out of it, that's for sure. So it's not going to be a top performer for me. It wasn't terrible, but yeah, I don't know. I was expecting a little bit more, to be honest. It just didn't give me what I wanted. The feedback was as expected. The clack was there as expected. Stiff handle, so I like that. I don't like the flex. The knob is a typical knob, 26 ounce. Everything else is as expected. It just, I was expecting a little more numbers, a little nothing. A little easier home runs, and we just couldn't get it there. I think we each had a couple maybe home runs with it, and then Jay hit his usual home runs, but we just couldn't dial it up as much as we wanted to. So, but there you go. We'll see the numbers and we'll see where it falls. It wasn't terrible, but I think we expect a little bit more out of it, so it was a little bit of a letdown for us.
And that leads us into our ending compression, which we'll see is about 1180. So the needle did drop just a little bit during our review today. OG Demon up next.